Multi-repair is one of the Auto3P services which enable us to manage the full repair process from the beginning till the end. You can find it in the Workspace under this button, and when we are clicking on this icon we can see the workspace of this repair process. It enables us also to share information with all the parties that we will need to work with this repair process, and send a request for the parts trade. Let's see the various parts of this screen. We will have here on the upper screen some fields. These are searching fields that we can search for our repair processes. It can be by vehicle registration code, external code, order code, or estimate code. Over here we can see some buttons where we can manage all the list of the repairs. We can search for a specific repair, clear the searching keys, look on the recent list of repairs that we have worked on, and some advanced search. Here we can also create a new repair, update, finish, open, print, or some other operation that we can make on any repair. Let's look for the example. We can look for one of the plates number, registration number that we have here. We can search for this key and it will bring me all the list of repairs for this specific registration code. Either we can go to the recent button and see the 30 last repairs that we have worked on. If we would like to search for a specific search or advanced search, we can clear this search and click on the advanced search. This will open a new screen where we can put some details about the repair process, vehicle registration code or some other code, dates if I would like to see it for a specific date. Let's see, for example, from the last month, 2 months. Record status, we have some status for the records, if it's open, deleted, closed, imported, etc. We will look for the open one, calculated one, confirm, and this will be my search. Or process status, which is also the status of the process within this. Here we have the initial, start process, unbalanced, estimate which is ready, completed unbalanced, and completed. So we can look for a specific search filter. We can also put the work provider or the repair, which are the entities or the parties that are involved with this repair process. In this case, let's look for a specific work provider or insurance company, for example, this one. And we can look for a specific person that was involved with this repair. In this case, let's take one of the persons within the list, employees, and now we can search for this specific repairs, and we can see that we are getting the several results that are fitting for this filter. We can make some operation on this search also on the list after we find it. If we click on the specific record, it will open a contextual menu with some items. We can update the estimate, we can finish and close it from here, we can delete the estimate or print it. So we can make all the operation with this menu. Otherwise we can just select the checkbox over here and make the operation with these buttons. Here we can have the list of all the repairs with some columns: the creation date, the registration code, the model, external code if there is any, record status and process status. Let's create now a new repair process from scratch. Clicking on the new button over here, it will open a new screen, which is a wizard that will take you step by step with the repair process. The first stage that you will see, it's the vehicle information. We can either look for a specific vehicle within our database, which has already done some repairs, and use its information. Or otherwise, you can click on the new button over here and create a new vehicle, a new coming, to store in the database. Another option, just to go next with the wizard and to write it manually inside the repair process. Let's pick one of the cars that we have usually inside, and this registration code with the Peugeot 307, and use its information. We go next. The wizard will take us to the next phase. Next phase is the details, the main details of this repair process. As you can see, we have the registration code, which is a mandatory code inside. We have some VIN code, chassis number. We have the definition of the category of this vehicle, private 5 doors. We can put the mileage, the actual mileage inside now. And we can put some other details inside. Here we have the options with these three fields. The options to share the information, this file, with another party, with another entity. We have the option to put also the insurance company or the work provider, it can be a fleet company, or we can put also the assessor office that will be in charge for this estimation. In this case, we are logged in as a demo garage. This is our own repair process. We can put inside the work provider. Let's take, for example, one of the insurance company, a demo insurance company, and share the information with it, that it can see the exact estimation. We can also put some procedure or agreement between these two parties, the demo insurer and the demo garage. In this case, it will bring some terms for this repair process. It can be a discount or some other terms for labor and parts. Here we have a printed remarks which can be shown in the report that we would like to put in, and we have also internal remarks which are not being shown in the report, in the final report. We have other tabs here with the details, the estimation, the estimate, some codes if there are any, the activity type for this repair process, if it's a damage or mechanical or some maintenance service, the value of the vehicle, damage percent, repair days, calculated or approved. We can limit these permissions for this repair process for a specific branch or a specific person, employee, and put other details inside. The default tab over here will bring us or give us some policy for this calculation for this repair. If we would like to auto select the labor, how we would like to select the price by tolerance or the lowest price, discounts if we have any. These are the discounts that are coming from the procedure, from the agreement. For example, we have 8% of the labor discount, we have remove and reinstall also discount, and the refinish. And at the end we have also the labor rates, also that can come from the agreement from the procedure. In this case, the hourly labor rate for the work is 88 euros. The refinish is 40. These are all some properties and parameters for the refinish. Let's go next with the phase. Clicking on the next button will bring us to the next phase. In this case, we are jumping. Here you can see the navigation bar of this wizard that you can go back and forwards within this wizard. As you can see here, we have also models definitions that we are skipped on because the vehicle is already defined and stored. In this case, when we click next, it will jump to a new phase, which is the kit options. We can import, in this case, some predefined kit for a specific repair, for a specific damage. We can also skip on it and not use any kit in this case. Clicking next, it will take us into the catalog. Now, as you can see, the vehicle is already defined. It's Peugeot 307 2005. We can define some more properties if we would like, but it's not needed because by selecting the parts, it will ask us some question to define the exact properties of the vehicle. In this case, now we can see all the sections, the front, the rear, where is the exact place of the damage. It will change the image, the side or center, and some internal category: engine, cooling system, transmission, etc. Of course, each of one of these categories of the area will change the list of subjects and list of parts within this catalog. We can also choose a front left or right, which will also change the list of the parts, and the middle, the front. We can now select our parts. It can be either by clicking on a specific part in the image. If I'm clicking on the hood, it will bring the list of the hood of all the relevant parts for the hood. If I'm clicking on the front door, the right one, it will bring the exact parts for this specific part. Otherwise, we can also click on a specific subject, like the hood again, and it will bring the exact list as we did on the image. Now, let's pick one or several parts from the catalog. Going back on the front, I will take the front bumper. This will take this column is to replace and this column to repair. The front bumper, maybe the hood, the right fender. I'll take also the headlamp, radiator, and some cooling fan or AC condenser. These parts are all to replace. If I would like to repair instead of replacing, I can choose this column, and this will open a specific screen, which is the edit screen for the label. I can write down some description if I want, a manual description. I can choose the exact time for this. It can be either by clicking on the button plus and minus. It can be by pricing it with price and not with time, or it can be with some predefined radio buttons, like the slight damage, medium, extensive damage. Let's take the medium damage in this case. It will put the time, the estimation, and the price. Here we see the labor code that comes from the system, from the catalog. I can have also the repair area, which is a front or front right to be exact, and some remarks. Procedure tab over here will show us the exact agreement that we have from the procedure. In this case, the labor rate is 88 euro per hour, which is a lot, and we have the discount, which is 8%, that coming from the procedure. And we have another tab, which is the labor. In this case, we can see some details, time and units for the remove and reinstall and the refinish. We can change whichever parameter that we would like if it's need to be changed. This is parameters that are coming from the catalog. Clicking on the finish, now I estimated the labor for this specific part, the right fender. Clicking on a specific part which is to replace will open now also the parts details. Again, like in the labor, we have the name of the part. I can put some description, the quantity that we would like, and the price that are coming in this case from the catalog. If I would like to choose another parts or another price, I can click on the parts option over here, click on it, and see the full list of parts and prices for this specific part. In this case, I will take not this one, but the original one. This is something that can be defined within the policy. Next, I can choose now also, I can see the catalog number, I can see the supplier in this case, and again the area of this damage. Procedure, I see the terms for this procedure for the parts replace. It's 12% in this case, and the labor that is relevant for this replacement. Finish, and now I have the estimation ready. I will click next on the wizard. This will bring me to the phase of the selection. As you can see, by selecting these parts, I have been asked now for several other questions to define the properties of this vehicle. For example, the engine capacity. I now will have to choose the engine capacity. I will now have to choose also the transmission type. And usually this will be enough to define the vehicle. If we have still question here, I can answer until I don't have any other question. Next phase will be the option of the refinish. I have option to paint the plastic parts. Yes or no, my decision. Next, now I will have some other options, part options, that I have more than one. In this case, clicking on one of these, I can see one of the catalog numbers, depends on the voltage. I can now put the exact one, and now we can see the final phase, which is the items, the list of items that we have selected for this estimate. As you can see here, we have the list of parts, and over here beneath the line, the list of labor. We have the catalog number, we have description, quantity, price, the group of the part, in this case, the discount that comes from the agreement procedure, and the amount after the discount. We can also add here some manual parts or manual labor. For example, clicking on the Add Labor button, we can open a new screen, which will be some general labor. We can estimate the time for this. It will be 2 hours with this amount, and we can click Finish just to add it inside into our estimation. Now we have this labor, general labor, inside also. To finish the estimate, the wizard, we click on this button, the Finish button, and we are going to the workspace of this repair process. On this workspace we can see several parts. Over here on the top we have some tabs which we can manage the images, inspections, and see some repair history information about this vehicle. Here we have the buttons to manage and operate all the operations. We have the details, main details of this repair process, list of parts, list of labor, and over here we have the discount and total for parts and labor. At the end we have the main total with the including the VAT. If we would like to make some changes here, we can of course click on each and one of these items and this menu will be open and we can update the item or delete it, whatever we would choose. In this case it will open the description of this part and we can add some more information or change whichever information we would like. If we decide to add some more parts, we can also click on the add button. This will add a manual part or add a new labor. This will add a manual labor. We can also use the list, which is a predefined list for some labor. In this case a screen will be open with these list of labor. We can also again go to the catalog. Clicking on this button over here will bring us back to the catalog and we can choose some more parts using the multicut catalog. We can change the details clicking on this button. We can make some remarks if we would like, the internal or external remarks. And we can make whatever change that we would like in this estimate until it is ready. Over here we will see the list of the remove and reinstall and the list of refinish. Clicking on these links you will see the full details about these laborers. Going next, you will see also the list of the refinish, the time and the amount. If I would like to add some images to this repair process, I'm going to this tab and I can click on the new button over here in order to add my images inside. I can put more than one. Again, now it will upload into the server into this repair process. I can put on the inspection list if I would like. I have a list of inspections. Clicking on this button, it will bring a list of predefined inspections that I can add to check the vehicle. Brake, etc. If I add this specific check, I now put it inside my estimation and I can report if it's okay or if it's not okay. In this case it will be okay. Over here I have the repair history of this vehicle. As you can see, we have a lot of history for this vehicle and I can go between all these files to see what is the information inside. Let's go back to the main estimate page. Now, the next stage after I finished the estimation, it will be to conclude and finish this process. Clicking on the finish button over here, it will open some screens with options. First of all, I can now also send the part request for the trading system of the Auto3P. If I would like to send request for parts information, I can just choose this option over here, click next, select the parts that I would like to send to the trading system to have some information of prices, and this will send now the details of this vehicle with this VIN number to these suppliers A, B and aftermarket also. This is our predefined suppliers that we have a collaboration within the trading system. I can put my remarks and I click finish. This will send now to these 3 suppliers the parts from this estimation. Now a new window screen or new tab will open here, which is the trade tab, and I can see immediately if there is automatic response from the suppliers the exact information for each and one of these parts. I can see the parts that I selected, my type and price that comes from the catalog, the quoted price which come from the trading system, the discount prices which is after the discount, and a retail price if it's different that comes from the supplier. Of course, here we can see that we have not only original but also aftermarket. So we have a lot of options to choose the parts into our estimate. If I would like to go now and to order the parts, I can just click on this button in this screen, the order, and I can order the lowest price or some other price by a system of baskets. This will open this screen where we have grouped baskets of parts which will take over all the damage. For example, supplier A, it's original prices with this basket for all the parts in the accident, in the damage, will bring us this information, these parts. Otherwise, we have some mixed suppliers, which is not one supplier, that can give us a different price for all the parts. Or we have options to make our own selection, the user selection, and to choose from whom we would like to select the parts. In this case, let's take the lowest price. We go next. These are the parts that are coming from several suppliers, in this case from the aftermarket and one of them from the original. And if we go next, it will order the part from these 2 suppliers. 5 parts from this supplier and another part from this supplier. We can put some order code, order, and some remarks, and we can finish and send the order immediately from the repair process to the trading system, to the suppliers. After that stage, we have sent the order. We will be asked now if we would like also to update the estimate with this relevant parts that we have ordered. If I click yes, a new screen will be open, and in this case I will update my estimate with the new information that comes from this order. I can make some rate on this and update the estimate with some rate inside if I want. For example, 5% more, and it will change the price. If I would like to leave it like this, I leave with the rate of 1. Finish. This will now update my estimate with the parts I've ordered from the trading system. Now a new question is if I want to finish the estimate. Clicking on the yes will open a new screen, again the finish screen, and I can now do several things. I can lock the estimate if I want for further modification. I can lock the estimate and open additional repair process if I need. I can leave the estimate and go back to the previous page. I can send this estimate by mail to whom I want. For example, I can notify other entities regarding this estimate. In this case, we have the demo insurer, the work provider, which is collaborating on this file. I'll click next with these options. This is the information I would like to send to all the people that I'm going to share with. I have some information about the part prices, the labor, the refinish rates, and remove and reinstall, and also discounts. The photos, the inspections, everything can be sent. Next, I will choose the demo insurer. In this case has already been chosen from the start. I can put some more entities inside to CC to have them also informed. Can go next, and I can put the mail, some external mail, in order to send this as an attachment, PDF attachment of this report. After I did this, finish, it will send the information to all the parties that are involved in this repair process. After I did this, the screen is on this tab, the confirmation tab, which can show me now the initial first estimate that I've done with the catalog when I've just started, my estimate which is now after the trading system, after I updated the parts, and the work provider, which is the version that has been sent to the insurance company in this case, and can see it from its side and also interact and change or approve whatever is needed. If I would like to print the estimate after I confirm my version of this estimation from my side as the repair, as the garage, I can click on this button, the print button, and this will ask me with a dialog which are the information I would like to print. If the initial estimate, or the repair now, the confirmed one, or the work provider estimate, which can be different between the two versions. In this case, let's take this version. Now I've been asked how would I like to print this report, as a PDF format, HTML, or to send it by email. Let's just open it as HTML. Which is the information that I would like to put? The estimate itself, the price quotes, yes or no, inspection list, photos included, the remarks, if I want to put also, and where, the parts prices, the labor prices, the labor refinish rate, the model definition, display parts type, remove and reinstall details, the refinish details, and the discounts. We can display the discount as at one item or a total discount for all. Clicking on the finish, now it will open this specific report for this repair process. I can put my logo of the company. I see here the main detail. I see the parts, the list of parts. with the discount. I see the labor and the details of the labor and the refinish. I see the request for price quotes and also the results which were ordered already, and the list of inspections, and if there are any attached images, it will show also the images. This can be sent by email as attachment or in PDF, whatever is needed. Okay, after we did this, we can wait for the other side of the insurance company to approve its own version to see that we are balanced both with the repair version and the work provided version. After a while, we can go to our mail system in the horizon and we can see if there are any notification or mail messages about this estimate. As we can see here, we have some message from the insurance company about this estimate. If I click on it, I will see the exact message over here, notification regarding this estimate. And if I want to see the exact document inside what is changed, I can go and click on this record and go into the document. Clicking on this item will bring us to the estimate itself, and I will go now to the confirmation tab where I can see the changes between the versions of the insurance company and the repairs. What we can see here, this is our repair insurance in repair version, and here I can see the work providers version. I can see that here on this record he has not approved the 2 hours of the general labor, but only 1 hour. If I click on it, I can see the exact details that I have put in my item in this general repair for 2 hours. What is approved by the insurance company in this case is only 1 hour, 88 euros. In this case, either I can confirm it and put it inside my estimate, update the estimate by clicking on the confirm button, and this will balance the two versions into the exact estimate, the final estimate. After that, we can go back to the main directory or to the mail, and we can conclude with our work.